Okay.
Okay, so routing is a list of operation by which a product will be manufactured. Or we can say in a routing we can list down the operations required to produce any product. And routing, this is a primary function of routing. The secondary function of routing includes, as I told you yesterday about the costing, activity based costing. Routing role is a major in activity based costing. Second thing is that if suppose if during your production process, if you are using some kind of PRT, production resource tools, these tools are like some kind of tools and tackles, some spinners. Okay, so in that routing, you can also assign the PRT in your operation, so that at the time of routing confirmation, the PRT availability can also be checked. Okay, so routing can be divided into two part. Again, the header then the operation part. Okay, now what comes in routing? In routing, we define the operation, step to be performed, and station on which that step will be performed. Here, the meaning of station is your work center. So in routing, we make a relationship between your work center and operation. So as we seen yesterday, that work center has many things. Work center as your capacity related settings, work center has your scheduling related setting, and also work center has your costing related settings. So when we assign work center in a routing, it means that our work center related setting is also a part of your routing structure.
Okay.
One second, just be hold on. Oh, wow. Okay, so now we'll do one thing. We'll go to SAP.
Okay.
See, PP is not only PP is not only related in one vertical. PP has many applications. When we use PP in discrete manufacturing, it is called the production planning. Similarly, if we use PP in your hello,
Yeah.
okay. Similarly, if we use PP in your chemical industries, it is called PPPI, production planning process industries, because it gives one additional functionality of planning sheets. In planning sheets, you can record
Okay.
your different kind of function. You can transfer any kind of instruction. Okay, and you can also record your result of your outcome of your operations. And third is it is used in a repetitive kind of industry. It is called the repetitive manufacturing. Okay, so routing is used in your discrete manufacturing, while master recipe is used in PPPI, and rate routing is used in repetitive manufacturing. Fine. So as I told you yesterday that the concept is similar, but as per the application area, its name changes. Why? Because if we talk about the PPPI, in PPPI it is called master recipe. So here SAP provides additional facility of PI sheets. That's why it is called the master recipe. Or you cannot produce a bike and a chemical in a similar way. Definitely there will be some kind of changes in process. So in order to capture or adopt all these changes, SCP has provided the master recipe, a different kind of routing. Okay. So in discrete manufacturing, routing is created by this T code.
001.
Okay. So routing, let's create one routing. So for routing, first of all, you have to assign one material code. I'm again going to assign same material code which we have used yesterday. Then your plant. Okay, in a PP, there are two kind of planning approach or planning strategy. One is called make to order scenario. Second is called make to stock scenario. Okay, what is the difference between make to order and make to stock scenario? In make to order scenario, your planning and production will start after receiving confirm order from your customer. While in make to stock scenario, you'll keep on producing and you'll store that material and you'll dispatch according to your orders. This is your make to order scenario. Okay, the process initiates here. Your process will initiates on receiving of sales order. After that, you'll go and run the MRP. MRP will tell you your stock position and will also tell you that what amount of raw material you needed, and according to that, it will give you some kind of planned purchase request or planned order. After that, you will do the production, then you will take the goods receipt. Okay, but here your order will be special stock. It will be called as sales order stock. In SAP, there are two kind of stock. One is called the normal stock. Second is your special stock. The example of a special stock is your sales order stock is your special stock. Second, your project stock. It is used in PS. Your project stock is your special stock. Your vendor managed inventory VMI is a special stock. So the nature of a special stock is that you cannot use special stock as freely as you can use your regular stock because it is specially produced for that sales order only. Okay, so you'll receive your material at your warehouse after that delivery and goods issue. This is called PGI and billing. This is one typical scenario of make to order. Now, if we talk about the make to stocks, this is your make to stocks. Okay, so what happened in make to order scenario? We start our production on receiving sales order. Fine. While in make to stock, we start producing as per our planning. Suppose a company has done some kind of market survey, okay, and they came to know that okay, I can sell this much of quantity in market, so they'll create one production plan. Okay, that production plan or is maybe we can say the production plan is a plant independent requirement because it is not dependent on anything. Okay, so we set up our production plan. After that, we run the MRP. Okay, so according to our production plan, material requirement planning will tell us the situation and will give you us a purchase acquisition planned order. Okay, after that you'll produce with reference to your production order. Then you'll place stock in your warehouse. Then if you received any sales order, then dispatch will be done from your warehouse. Okay, hello.
Yeah. Actually, I have one doubt.
Hmm.
Uh, in this need to order, if we are producing, if we are producing some A product, okay, and then one more is there, A product, B product. Can we, if this customer, I mean, if it is very urgent, can we shift the orders?
Yes, yes.
It's like this A track. We have already produced goods for a customer A. Okay, can we
Hmm.
shift this customer A stock to customer B stock
Yeah, yeah, it
if
can be
product
done.
is same?
Yeah, it can
It
be done.
can
It
be done.
can be done with the help of movement type. In SAP, whenever we use the movement type, see movement type
Yeah.
has one functionality to move stock. Okay, so you can
Okay.
move your regular stock as well as you can move your special stock. You can move your stock from one sales order to another sales order.
Okay.
Okay, here stock is not assigned to sales order number. Here stock is assigned to your customer code. Okay, so you can
Okay.
move from one customer code to another customer code.
Okay.
Okay, so this is your make to stock strategy. Why I told you all this? Because here you'll find one sales order number. If you're
Okay.
if you want to create a routing for any specific sales order, then you'll assign a sales order number here.
Okay.
A sales order number and its item number, right?
Okay.
In a sim,
When we are producing only for make to order, right?
hmm,
I mean, it we use this field only during make to order, right?
yes,
I mean, if customer requirement comes, it is not used in make to stock
no, it
scenario.
is not used.
Okay.
Okay. In a similar way, the next is WBS element. Have you heard about this WBS element?
No.
This is called the full form of WBS is work breakdown structure. Okay,
Okay.
it is used in project system module. It is called PS, SAP PS module.
Okay.
Okay, in SAP PS, we create one project. Suppose you got a one order from Government of India to for one road work. Okay, so
Okay.
see, you can define your project as a road work of 100 kilometer, but during that under that road work, if you want to make again distribute this total work into sub segment, then this sub segment is called WBS, work breakdown structure. Here will distribute your work into small parts. Okay, so if your routing is related to PS, as I told you that your routing, rate routing, inspection plan, master SAP, all are same, but as per their application area, their name changes. Okay, so
Okay.
this same routing you can use in work in your PS also. What happened in PS? Suppose you suppose you created a one WS that road construction. Okay, in road construction, what happens? First of all they label the first of all they label land. After that, they'll drop some stones and okay, all these activities. So we can create all these activities as operation. Okay, and when we confirm these operation at that time, after that we'll be able to know the progress of your project. Okay, that's why here WS element field is given.
Okay.
Okay. Then comes your group. It is again the same concept of grouping which we have seen in case of bill of material. If you want to group your routing in a single group, then you can create a group here. Then this change number. This change number is used in engineering change management. It is called
Okay.
ECC. Okay.
Yeah.
I think you are aware about the ECC, right?
Yeah.
Hmm. Okay. So now this is the key date. Key date is that we can say that validity start date for your routing. Now,
Okay.
next comes is your revision number. Okay, this revision number is a change number. It identifies a version of material or document. You can create a revision number and you can assign a revision number here. Suppose you are using a same routing for, suppose you used a routing for production of bike. Again, you use same routing but with minor changes. Suppose you added one operation like you added one painting or you added some kind of cleaning or you added some kind of testing. So what you can do, you can create a routing for same material but you can assign a revision number so that in the future you will have a track that what was your last routing steps. Okay, now comes this group and group counter function. See, whenever we create any routing system, store that routing detail in one group. It is the automatic generated number. Okay. The
Okay.
second comes is group counter. You can say it is this group number is the primary number while group counter is secondary number. Whenever we create a routing for same material, system will generate another group counter number. Let's say Your group is 10 for this routing, and your group counter is 1. And when you create a routing for same material, system will add one more group counter as 2. Generally, it is used. Generally, the application area of this group counter, it is used in your ECC, engineering change management.
Okay. It is
Okay, now,
nothing but a alternative here, right?
huh?
It is nothing but alternative of this routing, right?
It is. It can say it is the alternative routing. It is system
Okay.
generated, but this group counter has a role. I mean, whenever you define your production version and all that, you will have to enter your group number as well as your group counter.
Okay. In SS management.
Hmm. Okay, now this comes the line hierarchy. Actually, the line hierarchy is used in your rate routing where your production is in single line. It is a straight line production. It is structure of your production line. You can distribute work center in a line segment. Suppose you have a multiple work center. You want to distribute work center into different line segment. Then you can use this line hierarchy option. Right now, I don't think
Okay.
this plant won't have any line hierarchy. Okay, because it is not meant for the your repetitive. It is used for discrete manufacturing.
Okay.
Okay, now this is deletion flag. No need to tell what is deletion flag, right?
Yeah.
Then comes your uses. As we seen in case of a bill of material, the bill of material uses, production, engineering, PM. Here you can also use this uses. See how this uses as identified. See, first use is production. It means that this routing will be used in your production process. Second is engineering and design. Okay, engineering and design is used in your PM, plant maintenance module. Now third comes is universal. If you want to make open to all. Okay. Then fourth is your plant maintenance. It is used specifically for your preventive maintenance schedules. Okay. In a similar way, if you want to see this uses is common for your routing, your rate routing, your inspection plan. Okay. So here this all are related to inspection plan. What happen whenever we take any goods receipt in our stock, system can generate one inspection lot. Okay. And we can after that we'll enter some results and then we can do the user's decision whether material is accepted or not. Okay. So here in PP is also integrated with QM module. How it is integrated? Suppose your production has 3 operations. You confirm that okay, my 10 operation is completed. After that, QC guy will come, okay, and they'll check that whether material is okay or not. For that you can add inspection type 03, which is called the in-process inspection in your material master. So what will happen as you confirmed your operation number 10, system will generate one inspection lot for quality guys. They'll enter your performance or the result of your operation number 10. Okay. In a similar way, inspection type 05 is assigned at the last operation. Okay, suppose you said, okay, your production is over. It means that you confirmed your last operation. And now it's time to take goods receipt in your stock. So here you can use the inspection type 05, which is called the post-production inspection. These inspection types are assigned in quality management view. Here, 1 second, QM is not considered.
You can extend it in M117
Hmm?
also, right? M117 you can extend it, right?
Actually, your voice is very, very slow. I mean, can you speak a little louder?
Yeah. in MM17 you can extend it, right?
Hmm?
In in MM17 you can extend the views, right?
I'm not extending through MM17, I'm extending through MM01.
Okay.
Here
And
is the quality
even
management.
views you can extend. Yeah.
So in your quality management view, under the inspection setup, these are your inspection types.
Yeah.
Okay. The most common inspection type is 01, which is assigned to incoming materials. Then 02 goods issue inspection. Suppose this generally goods issue inspection is used in chemical industry. Like if you issued, store guys have said that okay, metal is issued, it will go to shop floor. Okay. After that, the shop floor quality team will check material for proper quality. Then after they'll release material for production.
Okay.
Then 03 is again your inspection in process inspection, which will be used between your operations. Then 05 is your inspection for other goods received. It is used at last operation. In a similar way, there are different kind of inspection type. Audit inspection, stock transfer inspection. Okay, recurring inspection. What is recurring inspection? Suppose you said you created you taken a GRN today. Okay, this recurring inspection is used when we want to track the shelf life of your product. I said my shelf life of product is 3 months. Okay, when you use the recurring inspection, in recurring inspection you set the frequency of 15 days. So what will happen? System will automatically generate inspection lot on each 16th day. Okay, it is used for your shelf life monitoring. So because of the uses, I shown you inspection type. Suppose if you are going for QM, then definitely you are going to select the 05 as a 5 uses as a goods receipt.
Okay.
Then come your status. Again, the status will have these status. Suppose this status play a role of it is again a controlling factor. It controls the routing selection.
Okay.
Then comes your planner group. Here, this key you can create one planner group. This planner group may or may not be similar to your work center. This planner group is simply a key which is a person responsible for your routing.
Okay.
Then planning work center. See, in routing we can create a work center is all can be created in hierarchical manner. Okay, as I told you that work center is not only limited to PP. So when we create a work center in PM, what generally we do, we create a one work center, say a big machine. Okay, under that big machine, we create a multiple work center as a secondary work center. It is called the parent-child relationship. Okay, so if you want to assign any default work center here, you can assign here, but the role of this work center will be limited up to reporting only. This work center won't take place, won't took part in your plan, in your costing and all other activities.
Okay.
Then this CAPP order. This actually the CAPP, the meaning of CAPP is computer aided process planning. Okay. Generally, it is used with your if you are going for PLM product life cycle management. It is used in that.
Okay.
Then comes your lot size. Again, in case of bill of material, we have seen the lot size. Okay.
Yeah.
Here again comes the lot size. So what happens? Suppose if you are producing a item in 100 numbers, so you need four operation. But if you are producing this item in 1000, then you need five operation. So as your operation changes, you can control you can control selection of lot size, selection of routing on basis of your lot size. Then this is then next is called the parameter for dynamic modification inspection points. See, uh, uh, when we do any kind of confirmation at that time, if you want to record any additional information which is related to your confirmation, then we can create a inspection point here. Okay, this inspection point, the why we use this inspection point? Inspection point is only used to store some kind of additional information. Suppose just assume that this product, this is a pipe, so definitely it is going to handle in trucks. So in at the time of operation confirmation, you want to enter the truck number, you want to enter any detail like your LR number, challan number. For that purpose you can create this inspection point. This inspection point is a part of your QM. These all set up the partial lot assignment, sample drawing procedure, dynamic modification label and modification rule. It is a part of your QM module. Here, your QM module is getting integrated with your routing. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
This is about the header part of routing. Now we'll go to the operation to be performed. This is your operation screen. This is your primary operation. This is your secondary operation. This concept of primary and secondary is used in chemical industry. Suppose you are doing some kind of dilution of any chemical. In dilution, you need few additional steps, but that operation will be considered as a final if I confirm my primary operation. Okay. Now comes your work center here. What I done, I simply entered work center. Now, one second, we'll tell you control key about later. Okay, now I entered work center in my routing. Now, how system will integrate my total planning, scheduling, capacity, as well as my costing part. See, in work center, we have defined these things. Our capacity formulas, our available capacity situation. We also entered
Sure.
scheduling, order scheduling formulas. We also entered costing relevant details. So as I enter slitting work center in my routing, this slitting work center will be a part of my routing, and whenever this routing will be used, system will every time go and refer this work center capacity, scheduling, and costing relevant setting.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
hello.
Yeah.
Then next is your plant. Then comes your control key. Control key, I think you're aware about the control key. Control key is a key which controls your business, your function. These are your control key. Okay, in a control key, you can do these many settings. Suppose I'll take example of a commonly used control key like which is commonly
PP0,
used control key. Huh? Hmm?
PP02 and PP01.
Hmm?
Take PP02 external processing or as PP01.
Okay,
in-house
this is
production.
okay. So I'll take example of PP01. So let us see what are the different function we can control with the help of your controlling key.
Mm.
See, now work center is will give you a data about how to calculate the scheduling dates and all that. But what happen sometime the operation there is no need of operation to be scheduled or the operation duration to be included in your production execution duration. To control that whether this work center will be used in your scheduling or not, this key is this tick button is used. Suppose if I untick, then what system will do? System won't consider this work center in my order scheduling process. Similarly, this is second one is about the for the capacity requirement. If I untick, then system won't consider this work center in my capacity calculation and similarly in my costing part. Okay. Sometimes it happen that you added a one operation, one add-on operation. Okay, like some kind of cleaning and all that. It is not required in your costing and or it is in capacity. So you can use this function. Then comes your automatic goods receipt. This automatic goods receipt indicator is used at your last operation level. Okay, where we take the goods receipt finally, as I give an example, your your routing has three operations. So you'll get the product at your last operation. Your goods receipt will take place at your last operation. So the
Okay.
control key which is assigned at your last operation always should have this automatic goods receipt tick. So that what
Okay.
will happen, you need not to go in MB31 and take goods receipt again. Your goods receipt will be taken simultaneously at the time of operation confirmation in CO11N.
Okay.
Then comes your
After CO, 1 minute. After CO level and this goods receipt will be done automatically.
yes.
I mean, okay.
See, there are two ways to take the goods receipt. First way is that you
Yeah.
confirm your order, then go to MB31, enter your order
Yeah.
number, movement type, product, quantity, storage location, and save it. This is one way.
Yeah.
Second way is that you tick this automatic good receipt. Then what will happen when we confirm your order? Your order. Oh, sorry. This is a rework order. No issue. I will just show you the position. Actually, this is a rework order. Here, okay, this is rework order. That's why system is not shown here. Otherwise, system would have shown here coated pipe quantity. This quantity will be my order quantity. Then my plant and all that. So if I save, go back, if I tick that automatic goods receipt, then if I simply save this my confirmation, then system will perform confirmation as well as my goods movement posting in a single transaction.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And then can you explain me the sprint time tickets?
Hmm?
Sprint time tickets.
Which one?
Sprint time tickets.
I'm telling you, don't worry. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
next is inspection characteristic required. If you want to assign some inspection characteristic directly to your operation, then use this. If you use this inspection characteristic required, then it is mandatory to assign any MIC inspection characteristic to this operation.
Okay.
Next comes is your rework. See, whenever we do any kind of production, so there are chances of rework. Suppose you said your production is completed and you delivered your goods, but quality department QM guys said that it is not fit for it is not fit on quality standard. So definitely there are two ways. One, you reject the material. Second, you do rework, and after rework, you'll get your product. Okay. So if I tick this, then there is a provision of rework. What will happen at the time of order confirmation? You can enter that how much quantity is under your rework, and there is separate scenario in SAP which is called the rework order processing. So after that, what will happen? Suppose you done some kind of rework. So in rework, definitely you are going to incur some cost. So if you want to capture the rework cost, then we use the rework order scenario. Then this is called the print confirmation and print time ticket. This all settings are relevant to your printing part. This CU11, it is called the time ticketing. This is called the enter time ticket. Here what enter, we enter our order number, operation number, then I entered my yield, the production part. Under that production part, here is your timing details, like when you start your production, when you ended your production. Okay, then you can enter here the person detail, person ID, who has done. Basically, this time ticketing is an integrated function with HR module. Okay, then we enter our setup. This is our activity based costing. If you remember, yesterday I told you about the two type of cost, variable cost and fixed cost. So here if I enter say my labor as a 2 hour, so this system will consider this 2 hour cost as my actual cost. So the time ticket printing is about printing of all these details. Okay, then this is it one option. Suppose if your operation is externally processed, suppose in your routing you have three operation, but you cannot perform operation number 20 in your industry due to the limited capacity, or you don't have a machine, or you don't have a skilled labor. In that for that, what you're going to do, you are going to take help from some outside agency. For that purpose, you need to send material to outside agency, and that agency will do the operation number 20 on your product, and again they'll send back to you. It is called the subcontracting. Okay, so
Okay.
this key is externally processing is used in subcontracting. Suppose you said here this operation is subcontracting relevant set operation, then you have to assign the external processed operation. So when what will happen, suppose if I use the control key having external processed operation, okay, option, then when I confirm my operation, at that time system will automatically generate one purchase requisition for outside machining or outside production work. Okay, this function enables the subcontracting scenario in your production process. Okay,
Okay.
then here it comes your confirmation. See, in SAP, we can set whether confirmation is the status of confirmation, whether confirmation is mandatory or it is optional confirmation. So you can use this confirmation key to set this kind of
Hello.
setups. Okay.
Hello, hello.
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, can you explain it again?
Come again.
Can you explain it again? This miles from this confirmation.
Okay. So this confirmation, whenever we do confirmation, see sometimes what happen, you have one operation, but it is you think that okay, whether this operation done or not, it is okay for me. So you can control the confirmation mandatory, required, and optional by using this key. Okay. Here one more thing is milestone confirmation. Suppose you have three or four operation and you said okay, if my operation number 30, you decided that your operation number 30 is your milestone operation. If your operation number 30 is confirmed, it means that all the succeeding operation and preceding operation should automatically confirmed. Okay, this is called the milestone confirmation. Means you have a 10 operations in your list. You said third operation is my milestone, sixth operation is my milestone. So what will happen if you confirm operation number 30, then there is no need to confirm operation number 10 and 20. System will automatically say, okay, if 30 is confirmed, it means that 20 and 10 is already done. Okay,
Okay.
it is called the milestone confirmation.
Actually, I have some doubts in this milestone confirmation. If I want to confirm only partial quantity, I mean, for 10, 20, 30, for 30, I have total number of 10 products, okay. The order is for 10 quantity. I have to confirm only partial quantity. That is, in 30 operation, I have to confirm only 5 quantity. How should I give? How should I
See when
define it here?
hmm, See whenever we do confirmation at that time we enter the quantity for which we are doing confirmation. Here in time ticketing, this is my confirmation screen. This is my yield. Suppose my order header quantity is 10 and you want to confirm 5. Then simply enter 5 here. Then system,
No. Uh, in milestone confirmation, it is like if I given a third operation as a milestone, if I mention a third one as a milestone operation, that first second will be automatically confirmed, right?
right,
No need to do it. No need to do it manually.
right.
But in third one, I have to give partial quantity. I mean, yield as partial one.
Then operation 20 and 10 will also be a partial confirmed operation.
Partial confirm.
Hmm.
Okay. After that, for next one, can I give complete int? I mean, completely confirm.
See, whenever we do confirmation, here an option partial confirmation or final confirmation.
Okay.
Okay, so you can use this option.
Okay.
If your order header is 10, your order contains 10, header contains 10 numbers, and your operation number 30 is milestone operation. You said I got a 5 numbers at my operation number 30, then system will confirm operation number 10 and 20 with quantity of 5 numbers only. Okay,
Okay.
and here you
But
need to select that whether your operation is partially confirmed or final confirmation. Generally, this is again a setting at the time of order confirmation. Generally, we keep default as partial confirmation.
okay. And then one more thing is, can I confirm the next one, the fourth operation completely?
Yes, you can confirm.
I can confirm.
You can confirm. See, if you confirm any operation completely, it means that, see, again, this is on basis of if we are talking about the line production where
Okay.
you produce one component on operation number 10, again you're sending that product to operation number 20 for further processing. Okay, for that we can set some kind of error message in SAP. Okay,
Okay.
like if you're done a partial confirmation of 5 numbers at operation number 30, now if you are going to enter 10 numbers in your operation number 40, then we can set error message.
Okay.
Okay, that your quantity, earlier quantity, your previous confirmed quantity was less than your current confirming quantity.
Okay.
Okay, so this is about the control key part. Now, these all setups are used automatically and somewhere with the help of your changes according to your setting. Here is a base quantity. Base quantity concept is just similar, which we have seen in bill of material. Okay. Then here you seen that this setup meant key automatically generated.
Okay.
Okay. This details system copied from your work center. This is my activity based costing system copied my activity type from work center. Okay. Now you created a one bill of material. Now suppose let us say that my routing is two operation. See, I mistakenly entered routing control key BP02, which means that external process. So now system is asking me the procurement related details, subcontracting, purchasing group, vendor, delivery time, and all that.
Okay.
Actually, I entered by mistake. Let me reopen this. Suppose you have a bill of material of 100 items. Okay, few item will be consumed on operation number 10 while few item will be consumed on operation number 20. So here we can make a relationship between your BOM item and your operation number with the help of this component allocation.
Yeah. Component allocation.
See here system showing me my BOM item. This is my BOM item. This is my BOM 3708 alternative 1. So I can assign my BOM item to my routing. Why we do this? Suppose you are doing confirmation. What happened in backflushing? System automatically post goods issue at the time of operation confirmation. So again, here you have option. If you don't want to use backflushing, you have one option. You simply go to MB1A, enter your moment type 261, plant, order, material, quantity, and all that detail and post it. The second option is that use the backflushing indicator and then allocate component to your operation so that when we confirm your operation at that time, system will automatically pick up required raw material from your bill of material according to your this relationship component allocation, and system will post goods issue. All this goods issue, goods posting can be done here.
Okay.
This is your order, right? In your order, this is your BOM. Your sorry, this is your routing. So your routing contains one operation, while your BOM has this raw material. Okay. Now, if I confirm this order in CO11N, then this is a material for my goods issue.
Okay.
This is movement type T261 is default coming. Okay.
Okay.
So how system know that what component he need to issue? System pick up this detail from your component allocation with reference to your operation. Here, this component of 2860 is assigned to your operation number 10. Okay,
Okay.
this is called automatic goods issue. Here, backflashing is activated. Okay, then here you can assign the PRT. As I told you that PRT is production resource tool. Your tools and tackles. Suppose the PRT are a thing which are used, which are not going to consumed during your process, but definitely they will be the part of your process. So for PRT, we create one material master. This is C. If you are producing a pipe, so your first operation in pipe formation is just fold your steel sheet, then weld it. So welding machine is your PRT. It is not going to consume in your production process. But without welding machine, you cannot produce. So that's why it is called PRT. So for PRT, you need to create one material master. That material master will have an additional view. All these views are common views which will be available in your raw material finished goods all. Here is one exclusive view which is called the production resource tool. It is only given to PRT material type. Okay, so you create one PRT material type, then you assign your PRT material here. So what will happen? Suppose you assign your PRT material here. So at that time, suppose you're welding, you have a two machines. You're welding and only one welding machine. So right now your welding machine is busy on machine one. Okay, so whenever we do the capacity planning, at that time system will tell us about the PRT availability also, because without PRT we cannot produce. Okay,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
Suppose now if
How to
us,
add the sub operation?
huh?
How to add the sub operation?
This is
Yeah, sub operation. Yeah. For the same 10 operation, I have assume we have two sub operation. How to add that?
Here you can enter your, your needed number automatically. This will be your again 11 will be your sub operation. Suppose
Then
there is some operation in between 10 and 20. Okay, then we call it sub operation. So you created one main operation 10. After that, you can create your sub operation. One second, I created. This is your sub operation. What is telling us? This is 10 is your main operation. Well, under 10, 10 slash 11 is your sub operation.
okay. And one more thing is in sub operation we have to create work center for this sub operation also.
It is not necessary. It is not necessary. This sub operation has no relation here. See, costing and all that.
Okay.
Again, it is
Can
again
we
depend
create?
on you. I mean, if you think that your sub operation should be a part of your costing, then you assign work center here.
Okay. Otherwise, no, not needed, right?
It is generally not. The general practice is that operation like your normal cleaning, these kind of operations are added in your sub operation. Yesterday, remember you asked me about the tier down, tier down.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is tier down? Suppose let us take an example of pharma industry. What happened in pharma? They manufactured one batch. Okay,
Okay.
after that, after production, what they do? They clean their machines. Okay,
Okay.
so cleaning time is called the tear down. Okay, in a similar way, this sub operation, we can say the operation which are not going to affect our production process in terms of your costing or scheduling or in capacity, that kind of operation can be assigned as a sub operation.
Okay. And what is the name of the sequence?
Hmm?
Sequence, sequences.
Actually, your voice is very slow.
Can you explain me the term sequences?
Which one?
What is the role in the sequences?
Sequences.
Sequence. Yeah.
See, here one thing is your sub operation. Second is thing is that suppose in your operation if you need to follow certain kind of sequences, okay, the we
Okay.
can say the steps required to perform your operation perfectly.
Okay.
Okay, that thing is called the sequences. Here we can create a standard sequence. Like suppose you said the before on operation number 10, you want to instruct that first machine should be cleaned. Okay,
Okay.
then you can create a standard sequence and you can assign your in your operation.
Okay. And one more thing is, there is some terms called parallel and this one alternative sequences, right? How to define it here?
Here see sequences you can enter here, but generally what people do they create one standard sequence in config. Okay, and they just use the standard sequence. They simply assign the standard sequence.
This is standard one.
Hmm?
This is for standard sequence or for which one we are creating?
This is for standard sequence. In a standard sequence, there can be two type of sequence: alternative sequence or parallel sequence.
Okay.
Okay, so this is for the alternative sequence.
Okay. What is the difference between both alternative and parallel?
Again, the
What we
alternative
will
is, I mean,
wanted to.
if you want to use the parallel, I mean, the sequence, two sequence parallelly, then they'll consider as a parallel sequence. While if you created the two sequence and you want that only single sequence should be used during your production process, then that sequence will be created as alternative sequence.
Okay, how to define here?
Hmm?
How we will define here?
See, whenever we create our sequence, at that time, system asks us, what will be your sequence category?
Okay.
Suppose I create a parallel sequence here, and I assign this sequence to operation number 10. See here, your serial number is, by using this sequence category, we can know that whether this operation sequence is parallel in nature or in alternative.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm. What is this written sequence, branch sequence? Something is there now in the next screen.
I'll do one thing now. We'll do one thing now. I'm not stuck here because I just want to tell you these things in briefly. Okay, when we do our config part, na, at that time it will be more clear to you. Because as I told you yesterday, we first just go through the brief master data, then we'll go to config, then we'll again come to master data, and after that we'll go in the production process. Okay.
Okay. Okay, sir.
So this is your routing. Now,
Okay.
when we create a production order, for creation of production order, we need two things. First is your bill of material, second is routing. So, how to set up a relationship between routing and your bill of material is defined in production version. In production version, we can control the selection of or combination of your bomb of routing at the time of a production order creation.
Mm.
This is a production version. Okay. In production version, we can define this is one internal number which we can enter for our information purpose, then description of the production version, then validity. Okay, then first I define, then I'll tell you. Okay, so here what I assigned, I said this production version 1 will be used for lot size 1 up to this number, and it will be also used during this validity period only. It means that if any order system, if user create any order for this coated pipe, then if the user create order for coated pipe, and if the order quantity is within this range and order date is within this validity period, then system should consider this routing.